Hello all and welcome to our video channel. In this video I will take you through the steps to install Firewall D on Ubuntu 22.04 LTS release. Firewall D is just like any other Linux firewall, but with some extra some special features. It provides dynamically managed firewall with the support for network or firewall zones that define the trust level of network connection or interfaces. So a zone is basically a collection of network cards that is facing a specific direction or to which rules can be assigned. Firewall D uses firewall-cmd utility to manage the firewall rules. It is a default firewall management tool in Red Hat Enterprise Linux or CentOS based systems. But here we will see how you can install and use this firewall in Debian based operating systems like Ubuntu. If you want to know a little bit more about Firewall D, you can go to this official website and gain more insights on this firewall. So I will now move towards the terminal and let me clear the terminal. And to verify that I am using Ubuntu 22.04, you can verify host name CTL, and you can see that it is currently Ubuntu 22.04 LTS release. So you can follow along. If you are using any previous release, it will work fine, and the process is very much same. So the very first step is that you should have a Linux box on which you want to install the Firewall D. Then the next step is that you should have sudo privileges to execute the privileges command. So I will switch to sudo or root user by typing the command sudo su dash and type in the password for my user, typing that. And lastly, you should it is a very good practice to always update your repositories by executing the command apt update. I have already updated my repositories, so it will not take any much longer time. And you can see that all packages are up to date. Let me clear the screen. And to install the Firewall D on Ubuntu, you can simply type in apt firewall d apt install firewall d and hit enter. So this will install all the packages and dependencies required to run the Firewall D on the Ubuntu system. And you can see that installation is finished now, and we can verify the version of Firewall D by using the firewall dash cmd utility and followed by dash dash version. I have not typed it correctly. So Firewall D is currently not running, so we need to start the service by typing in the command systemctl. So let us verify the status of Firewall D, and you can see it is currently inactive dead state. So we shall start the service by systemctl start Firewall D. So the Firewall D has been started, and the service is, you can see that it is disabled, so it will not start once the server is rebooted. So to make the service persistent during the reboots, we need to execute the command systemctl enable Firewall D, and let us again check the status of Firewall D. and you can see that it is actually running, and the service is enabled. Now let us check the version of firewall D by executing this command, and you can see that it is currently installed the version of 1.1.1. So this is how you install firewall D on your Ubuntu server. So if you want to check the services which are or zones available in the firewall D, you can execute the command firewall -cmd -list -all -zone. So what this command will do, it will list all the zones available in firewall D. So you can see that it is a work zone, trusted zone, and if I scroll up a little bit, you can see the public zone, which is the currently active zone, as my interface ENS33 is assigned to this zone, so that is why it is currently active. So any service or ports which is currently allowed in this will be affected on this Ubuntu server. So this is these are all the zones which are currently available. As you can see, the internal, home, nm shared, internal, and you can search you can check this later on your own. So let me check the services under a specific zone, which is public zone. To check the services of public zone, I will type in firewall -cmd. So this is the utility which actually manages the firewall D. To check the services or ports available in public zone, I will type in firewall -cmd --zone is equal to public, and -list -all. So this will list all the features of the public zone, and you can see that it is currently active, and the interface assigned to this zone is ENS33, and services allowed in this zone are DHCP version 6 client, SSH, and ports are allowed 2222 TCP port. So if you want to add any specific port or service, you can do so by typing in the command firewall -cmd -add -service is equal to HTTP. For example, we want to open the web port, which is port 80, or you can add the service. And to make this rule persistent, we need to type in -persistent, permanent. So if you do not type in this plugin permanent, this firewall rule will be vanished once the server is rebooted or the firewall D service is restarted. And you can see that we have successfully added a service, HTTP service, in our firewall D. So I have not specified any zone, so this will be applied to all the zones. So if you want to allow to any specific zone, you need to type in zone equals public. So this rule will only apply to this zone, and you can see that it is already enabled. So to verify that I have HTTP service available in public zone, I will execute this command, and you can see that it is currently not available in services. The reason is we need to restart the service firewall D. So I will do so by executing systemctl reload firewall D, and if I again execute the same command, you will see that I have service enabled HTTP. So this is how you add a service in a specific zone in firewall D. If you want to delete any service or delete any port, you can also do so by typing in the command, for example, delete dash port is equal to 2222/TCP. So it is a remove port. So if you again check the open fire services and ports in public zone, you will see that it is still there, as you will need to reload the firewall by typing the command systemctl reload firewall d. So this will take the effect and it will remove the port from the zone. So as you consider, it was previously present, and after reloading the firewall, the command take the effect. So I hope this video has been beneficial for you. If you have learned something new, please smash the thumbs up icon and smash the subscribe button and support us by sharing this video. See you in the next video, and until then, take care.